Hello everybody, welcome to the ITL. Oh, this week we are on the front porch. This is the OTP. Reason being, well, it's kind of rainy, miserably, chilly, windy. Yeah, it's one of those days. Guess it rained all day. Oh, so I decided to go ahead and just shoot on the ITL, save us a headache. My joints are killing me today. Yes, well, actually, it's my spine, the deterioration of it, and then get the hip and the knees and blah blah blah. It's all in the weather. But that is not what I'm going to be talking about this ITL too much. I've decided we'll just throw this one more out there. I know you guys are probably sick and tired of hearing about this Linux freaking build. Well, I decided today, this ITL, I've got it up and running. Is it finished? No. This was supposed to be a project to start with because I've never really done a Linux build. I've actually put Linux on a machine way in the past, but never really took us just junk that I had laying there that are old as hills, which I'll go through a little bit on that, and then make a somewhat usable machine. Now, is it capable of, say, severe video editing? I don't think so. I really don't think so. But it is capable of surfing the internet, doing email, that stuff. It is capable of watching videos. Not right now, really, though. You can, you can't. It's luggy. I've put the proper code. I put codecs on it, but what it comes down to is whenever I did this build, all I had was, well, I thought I had what added up to be like close to 2 gig of RAM. I didn't realize that I had a bad memory RAM chip, which I found out whenever I put this machine back together that the one chip was bad. So what it comes down to is I have 1 gigabyte of RAM running in this machine. It's not the sweet spot. Sweet spot's actually 2 to 3 gig with this to get a Linux machine up and running. But I have a gigabyte coming. I have a gigabyte new. It's on a slow boat from China, and it literally is from China. It was the best deal I could get. Sadly, the shipping cost me a lot more than than the actual price cost. But that's okay. This is DDR RAM, not DDR2, not DDR3, DDR4. No, this is DDR RAM. It's old. It is really old school here. It only cost me $1.80 initially for the RAM. Then I ended up paying, like, at the end, it was like $5.09 altogether. For 1 gig, I'll live with it. It's coming. It's supposed to be here in about a month, and I'll be on the 23rd of next month. And I'll be putting it right in. Hopefully it's the sweet spot that'll be okay for viewing the video. If nothing else, I got room enough for one more. Well, actually, it'll handle up to 4 gig of RAM, which I was misled on that. Whenever I looked it up before online. This is the Dell 4600, as I said in the past. I was told it maxed out chip-wise up to 3 gigabytes of RAM. No, that was misleading. I found out it was actually 4, 1 gig more. But I will show you the specs here in a little bit, and what I'm going to actually do, and I apologize for this ahead of time, guys, everybody. The audio on the clip that I'm going to be bringing into this is actually going to, my voice is going to be tinny. A lot of you are going to recognize it because I did use this microphone setup in a Hangout in the past. It makes me sound like I'm from outer space talking in. It's really tinty because what I'm doing is I do have Bluetooth on this machine running, and I want to show you the machine, the screen up and running. You're going to hear my voice on the audio. I want to be using my Bluetooth headset that I have. It's cheap one, and it makes my voice really sound tinty. I like to use it for listening to things. I just do not like to use it for, you know, for speaking, for the microphone. But I'm going to use it for this just so I can talk you through it and show you. I mean, and it's going to be a little bit slower than usual, because what I'm doing is I'm using a program to record the screen, to make video. And this machine really lacks on that end, that don't work with video. So I'm still going to use it to show you it is up and running. It is a lot faster whenever you're just using the regular, like my internet's pretty speedy on its own. My internet browsers, and yes, I'm using Chrome, and I got Firefox on there and whatnot. And but on all the other apps, they're pretty snappy. If I was going to use it just for that, I could run it with what I have. But I'm wanting it for watching my YouTube videos, which I want a little bit more RAM to be able to do that. I've got, I want to be able to create videos on the screen. That'd be my toolbox. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and just have you go into that here in a few seconds. But this machine, well, you know what, let's go ahead and just go right into it. Okay, first explanation off of here. While I'm doing any type of video work on this machine, it really bogs it down, since it only has, 1 gigabyte of RAM. Going over here, this is where you go to get into the settings and everything. Possibility, and you get on to about this computer. Takes a couple seconds for it to come up, of course. It is bogged down with the recording of the video. Okay, we'll take a look at it here. It says you can tell it's Ubuntu Mate. Named Mike 48. 48 is my name. My name, yeah. 48 is my age, of course. Mike's my name. Okay, it's Ubuntu. You can look down the release. It is like Beaver, the kernel. You can see it. It is Mate. You see the version, hardware. Look down to the hardware. It's got the memory. It's 1.2 gig. It's a processor. Look, it's Intel Pentium 4 CPU, 2.8 gigahertz. It is running. You can see down here, I'm actually saving the file. It's called OK for this video. And you see the available disk space. So it says 162.9 gigabyte. That's how much disk space I have. This was an 180 gig hard drive. Of course, you subtract some because, well, they always round up. I get that. And of course, I've got to add bad sectors on this old hard drive and everything else I had to repair. So, that's what I got. I'm still waiting on, I'll be getting the extra gigabyte of RAM to help fix the lagging with the video work on the 26th of September. But you see, this is perfectly working just fine. You tell my audio, like I said, I apologize before this, about my audio being tinty because I am using, you look up here, that's a Bluetooth symbol. I'm using a Bluetooth microphone, my headset. It's really cheap. Right here, you can tell that that's for the simple screen recorder. That's the symbol for that. That right there is for my Wi-Fi. And wireless Wi-Fi, it picked up automatically along with my Bluetooth whenever I installed Ubuntu. Of course, my speaker, my email. I've been working with this for a few weeks. So, I'm not really familiar with that a whole lot. I'm learning. Just a single click over here. That's something I have learned. I have to learn not to double click. I'm used to that with Windows. I'll just scan through here real quick to just give you an idea of, and there's a lot of these came already with Ubuntu to uninstall, but I've actually installed several myself. Just get an idea of what I've installed, and I'm always constantly installing more. But this old Pentium is working fantastically in my eyes. Go ahead and close this down. See the desktop. This is not what it comes up with. This desktop is actually one of the choices you get after you install it and you go through and make it more your own. This is your main toolbar you work with. You can actually change desktops.
from one lift out the other test stuff, for example, I will go ahead and let me see. Go ahead and start something up here. I don't know. Something easy, something simple. This does just start up fairly slowly. Now I want something simple. Oh, let's go ahead and just go ahead. The calculator. Library calculator. Well, this is just an example. This is bogged down, like I said, because it's lack of RAM. You gotta give it a couple of seconds for it to boot up. It goes a lot faster whenever I'm not recording video. Trust me. It only takes about 2 minutes to boot up. Now you see it down here, where you can clean up your desktop. See, just by clicking there. Click back here. I mean, you get this, and what I want to show you is it's on too, so you don't have to have it all a messy desktop. Okay, just for real quick, go ahead and just close this down. Like I said, this really bogs down using a simple screen recorder. It will get better because I got the extra gigabyte coming. But back to the screen. Yes, back to the face shot.
Okay, thought you've seen that it is running. I've shown you the specifications on their little this PC is and everything. I'm going to put a little reminder on this. The motherboard on this machine, motherboard to CPU, came out of a Dell 4600. Okay, the Dell 4600. I know they came out right around 2003. I think they discontinued that in about 2007. I think it was a 4-year run. So this is an old machine, remember. I even have even older parts in this machine. This thing's got a 3.5-inch drive, which came out of the early mid-90s. It works good. It'll do the job I need it to do. I want it to do. It has some newer stuff in it. It has the wireless dongle. It has the Bluetooth on it. I mean, it has some new technology, old technology mix. What would this machine be good for? I mean, you're thinking, well, this can't do anything. It was made back 2003, 2007. It can be still very useful for anybody that just all they want to do is internet surf, go on maybe Facebook surf, maybe order off of Amazon every now and then, eBay, any type of that thing. Anybody that wants to get into deep video stuff, no, it's not going to work out until you put a little bit more RAM in it. I will be keeping an eye out for a better video card eventually for it, something that's a little bit robust than the build on, because all I'm using is the onboard stuff right now. This is all onboard video card, audio card. The audio card I'm going to keep because I mean that's for me anyway, for my use. And I do have a surround sound system that this audio card was actually. The surround sound system was actually built for this audio card. It has the custom plugins and everything. My audio surround sound system sounds great. My thought on it is I'd like to be able to build this up in the future once I get everything going and maybe do some video streaming with it. Light video streaming, say like, I don't know if I can possibly do it, but Sling TV. I already have it set up for HD Home Run. I just need to do the adjustments for the channels. But I got the HD Home Run up set up. That's what, if you don't know what that is, that's a device that I've actually have in my previous, way far back in my videos that I got it. It goes in line with a aerial antenna. Before you hook up to your TV or whatever, you hook your aerial antenna up to the HD Home Run. It actually turns it into a digital signal it puts it into a digital signal for you to be able to hook it into your network, your home network. That way you can watch those channels that are coming over the aerial for free on any type of device like your cell phone or you say your laptop, your tablet, whatever. And you'll be able to watch it. Well, this HD Home Run makes it so I can actually record it record the shows for me, and it's like a DVR. So I can set it up to record certain channels and then watch them later on, which I can see how that worked out real well. Then on top of it, I can actually disconnect my upstairs TV, bedroom TV, because on the second floor, from the antenna if I wanted to, and just watch. Have this computer hooked up to my TV as a monitor, and just watch it off of that. I could do that easily. And also maybe stream like from Amazon. I got my Amazon Prime that I can stream onto it. I've got. Hopefully, I can be able to Sling TV, have it stream onto it. Hopefully this will all work out. If it doesn't, it's okay. It's still a fun build. It still can be useful. For my first build, I think it's good. I will be also keeping an eye out for a dual core system, which would work a lot better for what I need. Get an old dual core system that's being thrown out. That motherboard CPU is still good in it, and then build off of that, and maybe put it in this very same case. Nothing else, I can set this computer on down the road to somebody and find another case that's maybe get myself a blank case and put it into it. I have choices all the way around. This build so far to this date, I have like $22 or $23 invested in the whole system. That's all I have invested into this. The rest of it was just junk parts that I got given to me from old machines or machines that was given to me that didn't last long, because this one here actually had an overheating issue. It would actually run for a while and shut down. And after you let it sit for a while, you start it running for a while, shut down. What it was there's no cooling fan, actually physical cooling fan on top of the CPU cooler. All you have is the radiator fin sticking up. What they used was the back, the case rear fan, and it was duct on top. It had a ductwork that went right on top of the cooling fan. Well, the fins were all dirty from years and everything else crud. They were overheating, they weren't cooling. That ductwork was actually inferior to start with, and mine was happening to be cracked and broken. While switching to this case, that ductwork was not going to fit. It wasn't going to work. I ended up adding an extra fan that would actually give it better airflow across it. It's running really good now. I just have to remember every now and then, just take the case apart, blow it out. But yeah, I think it'll do wonderful for what it is. Matter of fact, if nothing else, I know a few people that could use. All they want to do is surf the internet, and this machine would do as a setup. Especially once I get the extra RAM, it'll do wonderful for them. But I figured I'll go ahead and put this one more video up. I got one more coming up. I will show you how well it reacts with the extra RAM in it, and we'll see. We'll go from there. But this machine, I mean, it's been a fun build. I've had help. Actually, Really Too Ugly's given me suggestions. Gopro Hero has helped me out. I got the case from him. He's actually given me suggestions with the programming and stuff. He's been a big help with me. My close friends that are up online here watching my videos, they've been listening to me for a long time. I've been a pain in the butt about this, and I apologize. It's what's going on right now, and it's actually keeping my mind off of things that has come about. Just kept me going. But this build's been fun. I enjoyed it. I mean, normally people say you pull your hair out with this. I didn't. Either they work or they don't, because the original, even whenever I put this machine together, I was able to put this machine together, get all the power cords, everything hooked in, get Ubuntu on it after I fought to get it on it. And I found out before that I had all three hard drives, both hard drives I put into it were bad. They're bad hard drives. I had 3 of them sitting there. I came across the one that was good. So I mean, you go through bad parts because they're old. They were just sitting there for so many years. Most people would probably just toss them. I have tossed a lot of the computer stuff out, but this one, these are just parts that I just, for some reason or another, I just kept around. And I had a couple old Dells that I kept around that still had good parts. Gave me a chance to rip into those, get rid of what's no good, keep back, try to resalvage some of the parts that were good into this machine. Like for example, I had an old DVD player, actually, recorder, that was in was actually in this particular, the 46. And that DVD recorder player was actually a bad, just from sitting for so long. I was able to scavenge out 2 CDRs, recorders, and I got it in there. Why I need 2 CDs? Well, maybe I want to record on the fly. I don't know. Just copy a CD that I made up for somebody. I don't know. But I got it set up in there. Just it fills up space. The case is clean. It looks nice. It's just a good build in my eyes. It's a good way to salvage something that would be tossed out in the junk. But other than what this was going to be originally, was going to be talking about a little bit about politics. You know, I don't care to talk about politics. I'll talk to politics. Face somebody wants to push me if they're civil. I mean, my neighbor and I just had 2 hours worth of talking politics, and we both enjoy talking to each other because we both know we can at the end agree to disagree and move on. I mean, my ideas on different things in politics and what's happening in the world today has changed, and they will change. And the thing is that they should change in my eyes through learning different things, getting more educated, seeing how things are working out. They should change. One of the worst things in my eyes that's happening today is that the world has gotten to the point where there's so much violence in the world. I mean, we're going to fight against terrorists. That's bad enough. And as a country, United States, we should not be fighting each other physically. We should not be. I mean, what it basically comes down to, yes, we can fight our deals out in courts, by lobbying different things legally. There's ways to get things done. A lot of you say, well, that doesn't really happen. That's your view. I'm not going to argue it down. See me as a fool, but I don't care. I don't care if you see me as a fool or not. A lot of people see me as a fool different ways. I do. I know who I am. I am secure with who I am. Being that day, I hope you all, on that word, I hope you all have a great week. I hope you all feel secure on how you are and who you are. Don't even let anybody try to change your mind on who you are, how you do things, including me. It's MuzzleMike, hoping you all have a great week. Signing out.